Hi, this is a short video about anxiety and how to manage anxiety. And what I'd like to say first of all is if you're suffering from anxiety at the moment, my heart really goes out to you. It's a horrible, horrible feeling and sensation, and something that is meant to be acute and useful can get out of control and become chronic and cause horrible deleterious effects to the body and the mind. So I want to share with you some of the things that I've learned having suffered myself with my background in biology and yoga. Okay, so your body has an autonomic nervous system, and this autonomic nervous system is split into two parts. You've got your sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for your fight or flight response, gearing up your body for a stressful situation, increasing your heart rate, blood pressure, dilating your pupils, sending blood flow to the muscles, and so on and so forth. And then you have the opposite part of the system, which is the parasympathetic nervous system, which is kind of coined rest and digest, where your body experiences the opposite, lowering of heart rate, lowering of blood pressure, blood flow back to your guts for digestion, and feelings of relaxation within the body. Now, this is the system, part of the system that we want to be in more of the time, so that we're not flooding our body with stress hormones that can affect every part of your body and even your brain, even your memory. So we can practice some really simple techniques to access your parasympathetic nervous system by stimulating the vagus nerve. Now, the vagus nerve is the 10th pair of cranial nerves, and it runs throughout your body, from your tongue to your vocal cords, your throat, your heart, your lungs, your stomach, your intestines, your glands. And it actually gets its name, vagus nerve, from vagabond in Latin, which means wandering. So there's many different ways we can stimulate this nerve, which consequently activates the parasympathetic nervous system. And one really clever and kind of cool way you can stimulate it is by cold exposure. So you could simply just splash cold water onto your face, have a cold shower for at least 30 seconds, or drink a very cold glass of iced water. And this will stimulate your vagus nerve. So in turn will put you into this more relaxed state. Okay, so that's one little thing you could try when you're feeling acutely stressed. The other thing that I find so helpful is proper diaphragmatic breathing. So this means breathing about kind of probably 6 times per minute, but really expanding your ribs up and out, allowing your diaphragm to flatten on the inhale, and then exhaling normally. If you do that, the action of the diaphragm flattening stimulates the vagus nerve, and this in turn again just activates this rest and digest part of the system. Okay. The next one that I would talk about that is really a popular way of dealing with stress and anxiety, and probably needs a little bit more time and practice, is meditation. And just starting with maybe 5 minutes of meditation, and that just means sitting very comfortably. You can even keep your eyes open in a soft gaze, and just allowing yourself to notice the thoughts in your brain coming up, and acknowledging those thoughts without them getting too sticky, just allowing the thoughts to come and then go, and then you'll just realize how active your brain is. Actually, one of my yoga teachers talked about a quote that I loved that says that the mind thinks like the heart beats, and you will find that to be very true, and it's really quite normal. But just carving out 5, maybe up to 15 minutes a day to sit in silence is a great thing to do. And meditation itself puts the brain's electrical activity into one similar to that of deep sleep. So it's incredibly nourishing, and it can be part of your brain's cleansing process, like deep sleep. So that's a really good one to practice regularly. The next one could be something like singing or laughter. Now, both of them involve breathing and stimulation of the vocal cords. And both of them are very, very good for putting you into a more relaxed state. So why not switch on a comedy, talk to somebody that you know will make you giggle, or just simply find some songs that you love to sing and sing in the shower, in a cold shower even. Okay, then another type of breathing that you can do that I practice a lot in my yoga classes is breathing in and out of the nose, but on the exhale, constricting the whisper muscles so that your exhale has more of a texture. And that is called Ujjayi Pranayama, but that not only stimulates the vagus nerve by putting pressure around the carotid sinus here, but it also it makes you more aware of your breathing. And as soon as you become aware of something, you're entering a more mindful state, the present moment, which in itself, in the present, is not stressful. It's not until you look forward or back that stress really starts to take hold. And then most of all, just allowing yourself to feel anxious. I think when you try and push something out too hard, it becomes like the elephant in the room. It's okay to feel anxious, and it's really quite normal to feel anxious. And every single emotion has its time and place. It's just trying to return to a place of balance. I would also say talk to people, don't bottle things up. We are social beings, we're designed to connect. At the moment it's limited physically, but you can still pick up the phone, FaceTime, talk to the people around you. It's really, really important. Anyway, I hope some of this was helpful to you. These are things that have worked for me. Please feel free to join me for a live yoga class. I'm running 2 a week, but I could do a private live class with you in the meantime if you'd like to experience that. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.